Today's second lesson is on place value. After today's lesson, you will be able to read and write numbers in standard form, expanded form, and written form to the hundred thousands place. The vocabulary you need to know is place value, digit, standard form, expanded form, and written form. Standard form is the usual way to write a number using digits. If you recall, each one of these numbers is a symbol for a digit. This is the thousands place, and the 8 is the digit in the thousands place. We write numbers like this, and we call them standard form, because this is the typical way that we see numbers. Word form is the way you read or say a number. 8,943. It has words in it, so it matches the word form. Expanded form shows the value of each digit. In this case, we look at the standard form, 8,943. But if you state the value of each digit going down below, in the thousands place we have 8 thousands. So we write the number 8,000 plus, now we're going to look at the hundreds. In the hundreds place there's a 9. That means we have 9 hundreds, which is 900, plus the tens place there's a 4. 4 tens is the same as 40, plus the ones place 3 ones is plus 3. 8,943. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes expanded form you can say each place and it says the number that you would write in standard form. Occasionally they will mix up these numbers. For example, you may end up having a number written as 900 would be first, plus 40, plus 8,000, plus 3. Well, the key to that is to put them back in order. So what I do is I start with the largest digit and I go to, or the largest place, and I go to the thousands place. So I see if I have any thousands and I just rewrite them down below. So 8,000, that was the largest place, largest number. Now the next place I'm looking for is the hundreds, so I go plus the 900, plus the tens were next, so 40, plus 3. Now you have it written in order of its place value. If we look at the base 10 blocks, we have 1,000 block, we have 2 of the hundreds, we have 4 10 sticks, and then we have 3 single ones. I'm going to start by writing in expanded form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at each area and I'm going to write the value of the thousands place. The value is 1,000 because there is 1,000 plus, how many hundreds do I have? I have 2 of them. So to represent that I need to write 200 plus sticks of tens. I have 10, 20, 30, 40. That's the value. That's how much that place is worth. And then I have 3 ones. So if we go back and say this, 1,243. So in standard form, I'm going to write a single digit to represent each place. So I have a 1 in the thousands place. I have a 2 in the hundreds place. I have 4 tens. And I have 3 ones. In written form, you write exactly how you say the number. So I'm going to write it down below. 1,000, 200, oops, do that comma after the 1,000, 200, and I'm running out of room, 40-3. So the written form sounds exactly like the standard form, 1,243. Here's another number. You need to find the places first, and then you can say the name. Now if you recall, in the lesson prior to this one, each one of these areas is called a period. This is the ones period. This area here is the thousands. So what we do is reread this number first, and it's separated by the comma that separates the periods. So read this, 243, what period is it in? 1,000. So 243,076. I would like you to get a piece of paper and pause the video and write expanded form, standard form, and written form so you can check your work. Okay, so hopefully you got that written down. Let's go back and look at each digit on its own. This 2 is in the hundred thousands place, and we have 2 of them. So we need to write, oops, I got that comma in the wrong spot. So we need to write 200,000 plus however many are in the 10,000s place. We have 4 of them. So you write 40,000 plus, there are 3 in the thousands place, so that makes it 3,000 plus no hundreds, so you don't have to write that. We have 7 in the tens place, which is the same as 70, plus 6 ones, which means the same thing as 6. This is standard form. So we already have the standard form written above. Now written form is exactly like you say this number, 243,076. And I wrote that ahead so you wouldn't have to wait for me. 243,000, 76. If we look at this number, I have the place value chart up above it, the ones period, the thousands period, and then we have a number below. We have 35,984 in this number. The digit 3 is in the 10,000s place. So if we were to write that in expanded form, it would look like this. It would be 30,000 plus a 5 in the 1,000s place, so plus 5,000, plus 9 in the hundreds, which is 900, plus 8 tens is 80, plus 4. There it is, expanded form, and this is standard form. Write 134,204 in standard form and expanded form. Please write that on your paper now. So if we take a look at the words 134,204 and we write it in standard form, it says exactly where we need to have our digits. So 134,000. So we're going to write 134, and then it needs to be in the thousands period. So we're going to do comma for the thousand, and then 204. Please do not forget this digit, the tens place. You have to do what I call a place saver. If you just wrote this number, that would be just 24. And that's not correct. You must have 3 digits in each period. Before you go on to the thousands, you need to remember there need to be 3 digits. So what I do is I have a line underneath it to know that I need to save the tens place. It didn't mention tens up here, but it doesn't mean they're not there. You still have to save the place. Now if we look at the expanded form, once again I wrote it, we have a 1 in the hundred thousands place, plus a 3 in the 10,000s place, so that makes 30,000, plus a 4 in the 1,000s place, that makes 4,000, plus a 2 in the hundreds place, plus 4 in the ones place. The vocabulary that we talked about today, again, was place value, digit, standard form, expanded form, and written form. After today's lesson, you should be able to read and write numbers to the hundred thousands place in standard form, expanded form, and written form. Be prepared to do that tomorrow. You will be working on a worksheet. If there's any point of this lesson that you did not understand, please go back and re-watch it.